So what I want to talk about, a few days ago, the captain of the new African Black Panther Party, Africa, he confronted the mayor of Newark, Baraka, and he asked him a question about housing. Because according to our statistics, we have nearly 2,000 people in Newark that are homeless. And we have thousands on the cusp of being evicted. And so he asked a question about poor people who are being evicted from their housing. And what transpired was not indicative of a mayor who should have thick skin. Anytime you ask a question, a politician, a school board member, a firefighter, or an average person on the street have the right to question anyone who profess to be the leader of our people about the conditions that they are living under. Housing is a big thing. We all know that. Every day somebody is being evicted. And Captain Africa was right to ask the question. So stop inboxing me. Stop sending me text messages about what transpired. I know what transpired. Africa is under my leadership. Africa is not going to do anything without the authorization of the new African Black Panther Party. He is a solid comrade. He's been with us for 4 years. So stop sending me messages. What you should do is inquire into why asking a question would lead to him being called a rapist, a snitch, a flunky, an agent provocateur. Those are mean and nasty words. We lost 33 Black Panther members to agent provocateur behavior. Thousands were arrested in prison because of agent provocateur behavior. And to label Africa agent provocateur is the height of ridiculousness coming from those who are part of the state apparatus, the state structure. I wasn't going to say anything on this thing. But to broad brush anybody that questioned Governor Murphy, Baraka, or Joe Biden with the label of being an agent, a snitch, a COINTELPRO flunky is the height of immaturity politically on behalf of Baraka and his administration. What are you trying to do? Get the man killed? You already had him arrested. Got to go over Twitter. On Twitter, a mini Baraka, who is Baraka's chief of staff, a politician who's supposed to be a role model for the community, is on Twitter accusing Africa of being a snitch, a flunky. Well, my question for all of those who have brought into this nonsense, my question to you is, isn't Baraka controlling the police force in Newark, New Jersey? Baraka controls the police force in Newark, New Jersey. Baraka control what the FBI does here in North New Jersey on a local level. Baraka controls the economy of North New Jersey. And if Africa, Captain Africa is an agent, a snitch, what is Baraka? Who's working for the white supremacist enemy state? No, Baraka, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one if you think I'm going to allow you and your family to discredit, defame, dehumanize Comrade Africa because he asked you a question about housing. And your brothers are running around like they're professional gangsters, political gangsters. So stop inboxing me about Africa and his behavior. I know what Africa does. He's my captain. You don't see me all the time. And when you do see him, it's because I sent him. I don't need you to tell me what he is doing. He is following the rules and regulations of Pantherism, the 10-point program. Because you are a coward and spineless and don't want to question anything. Don't put that on us. And don't put that on Africa. It's a shame I got to come on national media to defend a person who has worked in this community for the last 10 years on behalf of poor people. And Roz know that. Many know that. So how are we going to resolve this? Because I could put dozens of Panthers in front of City Hall. How are we going to resolve it? I call them from everywhere. I call them from each state. Try me, Baraka. Try me, Mitty. You know who I am. Put that snitch label on me. Anytime somebody question the administration, they're smacked down as being a COINTELPRO flunky. What do you think Roz is? He worked for the white supremacist state. And I apologize, brothers and sisters, for my tone and anger. But imagine I'm waking up every morning. They're in my inbox. Or messages from people I don't even deal with. Africa doing this, Africa doing that. So what? What are you doing? Rutgers just released a report. Rutgers, the college here in Newark, just released a report showing that 60 to 70% of houses in the Westwater, Newark alone are owned by corporations that are on Wall Street. The tenants within that house would never own it, brothers and sisters, because the contracts say in perpetuity. And so I'm just here to let brothers and sisters know that the new African Black Panther Party unequivocally, unashamedly, and unabashedly stand with Captain Africa. Anything that come, any harm that come to Captain Africa is going to come to me. And it's going to come to the Panthers. And I'm going to bring them all to this city. And I'm going to show you what a real revolutionary looks like. So try me if you want. Try me if you want. I've been in this city 4 years. Not one time have I attacked Roz Baraka's administration. Not one time have I called Roz out in public. Not one time have I considered the political gangsterism that Mitty engages in from time to time with people who questions Roz's administration. But those days are over. Those days are over. The gloves are off. If we can't be in peace, you can't be in peace. And you can take that however you want. However you want. So if any harm come to Africa, any harm, the sky's the limit. And I mean that from the depths of my heart. The depths of my heart. And I have the power to disrupt this city. Disrupt this city. And we will start on Broad and Market. And let you bring the police out against 30 Black Panthers. Bring the police out against us. Weaponize the pig against us. So the whole world could see that you're not a revolutionary. The whole world could see that you are a functionary of the Democratic Party. You have long been beholden to the corporate interests. Going to attack our organization? You're going to attack our comrades in such a vicious, nasty manner, unbecoming of a man of your character. A man who have soldiered in these streets for the last 30 years, Baraka. You fought against the police. You fought against the slumlord. You fought against a bad educational system. You fought against corruption in our city. You fought against all of these negative isms in this city, Baraka. But now that you are a mayor and a functionary of the Democratic Party, you want to attack the true revolutionary. You want to attack my captain. You want to call him a snitch, an agent. If he is wrong, then you are wrong. There are 4,000 people in this city, 400,000 people under your leadership. 400,000 people under your administration, Baraka. And if Africa is wrong, you are wrong. I got to make a statement. Because everywhere I turn, there's false information out there. Midi Baraka lying. Lying in the newspapers. Who the hell is the RLS? Nothing but a pig organization. That's what the RLS is. That's why they put Roz's story there. Roz was not carrying a baby. And that's what makes it so unethical. Is that I still considered that he had a moral compass. There was some integrity there. But to lie and say that Africa approached Roz when he had his son in his hand is the height of political immaturity. Because you face questions all day, every day. Somebody tag Roz in this. Tag Roz Baraka in this. Because I want him to see what I'm saying. Somebody tag Roz Baraka in what I'm saying. Because I want him to know. Any harm that come to my captain, I will bring a disruption to this city unlike you ever seen before. And I have the power to do it. I will call comrades from every state, Panthers. That's all we need. Because no one can fight us in these streets. We are disciplined. We are strong. We are committed to the people. And our death would be a worthy death on behalf of the people. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die. Because the revolution is my life. I changed my life. I was in prison 20 years because I was a common criminal. I stole from the people. I hurt the people. And then to come home and want to change the conditions that I perpetuated. To be accused, my captain to be accused of being a flunky for COINTELPRO. I shouldn't even have to make this statement. But I got to look at my inbox. My phone going off all day with text messages. I never wanted it to come like this. I'm going to keep it 100 with everybody that's listening to me. If you know me, you know I never attacked Baraka. You know I never attacked him. I never came out verbally against him because I always felt as a revolutionary that we need to resolve issues behind closed doors, that we don't need to involve the enemy power structure in our decision making. And that if I had a problem, I would simply send it to Baraka. And that's how I carried myself. And that's how I carry myself now. You never hear me attacking other people. Not names. Come on, Raz. Come on, man. You ran these streets. You ran in these streets before as an activist. You seen what the police did. You seen bad housing, bad education. You seen racism. Your father's Amiri Baraka. Amiri Baraka, the poet. Come on, man. They got posts all on Twitter. Calling Africa John Nemo. That's not his name. But the objective is to discredit. The objective is to defame. The objective is to dehumanize. And that's what they attempted to do. But it ain't going to work because we got Captain Africa's back. And on that note, I'm signing off. And I ain't got no more to say about it. Don't send no more messages to my inbox about what occurred with Captain Africa. I know what occurred. He is my captain. He don't move without the say-so of the Central Committee of the organization. And he got a right, like you do, brother, like you do, sister, to question those in power about the material conditions under which they live. And on that note, all power to the people.